I just read your roof, Eric. That's great.
Boy, you get in that grass, there ain't no coming back.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's for sure.
Well, these corner marshals keep evaluating me, man. It's almost like a witch hunt.
What burns apart from wood?
5 minutes, everybody, to the driver's brief. 5 minutes.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
That was impressive, Norm.
I think my left eye popped out.
Put it back in.
Shake it all about.
Was that you, JT?
Yeah, clip the tire. Turns out the tire is made out of steel from the Titanic.
Fucking kryptonite or something.
It's just that fun of, you know, right-hand drive, left-hand corner with a deadly wall. Tale as old as time.
Don't worry. It's just a track cut indicator.
Yeah, you'll just get evaluated.
Yeah, like diving. 9.5, 9.4, 8.7.
Is the score based on how many times the indicator spins you around?
And how many parts fly off?
One minute, everybody, and then it's escape to the pit for the brief. Time for the driver's brief, everybody. please escape to the pits, and we'll go through this quickly so everyone get back on track just as quickly. All right, thanks everybody. Nice day. It's hot and steamy outside, and it's chilling downstairs listening to the touring car scream for me. So looking forward to a good night. Welcome back for round 6, and we do have a couple of first-time drivers here. So everyone say hello to Lubus and to Nick, who's joining us at the first round.
Hello.
Welcome. Howdy. Hello.
What's up, everyone?
Glad to have you here.
Nick's one of my coworkers that I managed to convince to come join us.
Brilliant. Well, we'll show him a good time. Might even kiss him as well. So, guys, round 6. We're back to the VMSC and Motorsport next week, and I noticed that lots of people have been practicing. I'll put up the race brief probably tomorrow, so everyone's clear on that. But it's very similar to what's going on for the Saturday series, as you know. So tonight, another old Bomber Command track, one that has Canadian connections. Several Canadian squadrons were based here during that time, so I should be wearing the Maple Leaf really loud for that.
What's that aircraft?
It would have been Wellingtons.
Ooh.
Yeah. First plane my father was navigator on.
There you go. So old home week for Gilles as well. So as usual, we've got 15-minute quali. Everyone's out there. Just pay attention to what's going on. If you go back into the pit, and yes, you can escape into the pit, just as you come back out, make sure you're paying attention to cars coming by, because they are on the left-hand side of the track looking for the good angle through the first corner. So don't impede people. Just watch what's going on. Two 20-minute races. After a formation lap for each one, back to the grid. 1 times fuel. Discord, everyone's on voice. Thank you very much. And of course, during the quali and the race, it's keep your mics off. But during the practice, as you saw in the warm-up, more than happy to talk. So remember, for qualifying, it is medium compound tires. And then you must run 1 race with the medium compound and 1 race with the soft compound. You can choose either race to do that. If you don't do that, so you race both with mediums or soft, or use hards, or if you want wets, you're going to get disqualified from the race. All right, so mediums followed by 1 medium and 1 soft, or 1 soft, 1 medium, however you want to do it. Starting procedure is pretty straightforward. We'll grid up. The lights will go out, and it's a pace lap behind the 2 cars in the front row. Single file where it gets kind of tight, like at chicane. Just take your time. No excessive moves the car for braking, acceleration, or weaving. You can drag brakes. You get back around to the grid. You'll see the arrow that lines you up, and so you get yourself lined up on the arrow. You'll get the signal you're in the right connection, and then it's a standing start by lights. The orange zone is in effect from the from start until the exit of chicane, T5. So as always, you are racing and passing is permitted, but if you cause an incident and you're found to have done so by the stewards in an IRR, you will get heavier penalty for that. At the end of race 1, I'll put us back to warm up, and then I'll reset the grid using the finishing order from the first race. I'll use random numbers to pick out from P7 to 12 who starts P1 to 6. And then the 1 to 6 finishers in race 1 will go to 7 to 12 in the order they finished, and then everyone behind them. It's a sprint race, so no requirement for pit stops. Remember your pit speed limiter. There is no ghosting. Keep at least 1 wheel on the racing surface inside the white line. And as a number of people have noted, including Norm, the grass is like ice, so make sure that you're paying attention to how you rejoin. I said right on getting into the pit, but in fact, as you all know, it's going into the left for the pit entry and exit. So if you have to go into the pit because you're serving a penalty, and there's a number of people who know they're doing so, stay left, and on exiting the pit, watch what's going on around you and merge safely. The drivers coming through in the hot lap, you should be aware of what's going on in the pit lane and managing that carefully, because it is a rather abrupt end to the lane that the driver does have to get back out on track. Penalties will be served if it's steward assigned and you've got to stop and go. Don't do it in your pit box. Do it after the very last pit box on the left-hand side. Stay off the lane in case someone's doing a drive-through, and away you go. Drive-through, just drive straight through. Blue flags, as we know, you don't have to get out of the way, but you can't compete with or obstruct the car that's trying to lap you. So you can race your race, but once they get side by side and you're going into a corner, you have to make sure you've given that corner over the individual, let them pick their line and go through. So don't leave it to the last second, because that's just going to be heartbreak. Lapping car has the responsibility for making a clean pass, as always, and both have the responsibility for good racing behavior. Yeah, they're 20-minute races, but they're like bumblebees around here, just so you'll have lots of opportunities. Be patient. Remember the golden rule of racing: if you have gotten by a car unfairly that you're racing for position, slow down safely, let them get back past you, and then start racing again. If you think you've been hard done by somebody, check out the general competition rules and how to submit an IRR, and the stewards will weigh in. If you have problems the first race or the second race and you want to try to get back in, don't hit escape. Do Control Alt Delete, pull your cable, let the sim rejoin and get back in. And as always, if you have a bad first race, stay for the second race. I will be able to get rid of penalties after queue, but during the race, you're on your own because I'll be racing. There's no pit box check. Any questions?
Yeah,
Hey,
one
Matt.
question, Matt.
Okay.
Go ahead, Paul.
Okay, thanks. Just a quick one. The regular racing line into turn one, I guess, kind of goes over the pit exit. Is that, I mean, I guess, does the car exiting the pits have priority?
So it's a merge, right? And the cars have to get by fairly. So the priority is to let the car back in on the track. So you need to be aware, if you're the hot car coming through, if there's a car exiting the pit lane, you have to be aware of that. You just can't sort of run them over. The cars
Thanks.
in the pit lane, as much as possible, they're trying to get back as quickly as they can out of the racing service, but they do have to be aware of the fact that they've got, if they've got 1 or 2 or 3 cars coming through, to think about that as they're coming out. If they come out really slow onto the racing surface, that could be the stewards looking at them and saying, "Yeah, you were stupid." So in both cases, be smart. Be aware of what's going on, and be smart.
That flanges into the question I had. Realize, yeah, normally we don't talk or anything, but would this be a case where it would be appropriate for a driver leaving pit to maybe just say leaving pit to give people a heads up?
Yes, if you're coming out of the pit and you know there's traffic behind you, just give the heads up as a confirmation of what they should already know anyway. Yep, that's a good plan. This is where Crew Chief and other spotter software really comes to play. But yes, as you're going out of the pit, just say pit out and be good.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Great. I will move us to the next session. We'll go to quality. Remember, medium tires. Which I better make sure I'm doing.
Hey, Stuart, I sent you a PM.
All right.
Are you guys doing crazy strategy behind our backs?
You've
Oh,
got
yeah.
mail.
No, he's trying to distract him so he misses a few minutes of qualifying.
Hey, no, shh.
Where is that dark PM?
Thank you, John. I was trying to sort out how best to do that.
No problem.
Mac, have you got it sorted out on Discord?
Yep, I'm here now.
Excellent. Okay.
Hi, Mac.
Okay, mic's off, guys. Stu and Mac, might want to check your tires.
This is Qual, right?
There's a big screen freeze.
There's a tire in the road too.
Right, I think that's everybody. So Daniel, nice pole at a 120.3, just super lapping there, and really putting the rest of us to shame. And I'm just looking here, Stu, are you the top AM?
I have no idea.
I think
Am
you
I?
are.
He is.
I think you are. So congratulations on taking pole. I was working hard to try and get ahead of you, but didn't work. So guys, just super, and I didn't hear of any problems with folks coming out of the pit. I guess everyone was spread out enough. Could be exciting later on if we have with the penalties, but we'll see how it happens. But good job so far. So guys, you have you can have 10 minutes to get yourself sorted out. If you want to jump out, jump back in again, make sure everything's set properly. But 10 minutes, and then we're going to racing. So Lewis, I noticed that you didn't put in a quali lap. Are you okay and comfortable? I don't hear anybody else. Have I lost everybody?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. You're
We
good.
are here.
Okay. Lubus is on mute, but you may not realize it. And now he's gone. Oh no, there he is.
Oh, you're working on that special line.
I know.
Even my first hot lap during qualifying, that BMW went bouncing out into the open field. A couple of laps, I'm going to take it really gingerly.
Yeah, there could be a few people going off at the beginning if we're not careful.
That's always the case.
Just wait for the seat apart.
And Norm, you found that chicane bollard pretty well, didn't you?
Well, that worked out badly.
Jason, for that corner, look to the left for a like silver patch in the Armco. Use that for the braking point.
I'm on a quest to find a silver patch.
It's like a silver white patch. Right before
At
the
the
rise.
100.
Which corner?
It's the U-turn corner, turn 4 maybe?
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you want to set your car up to be straight under braking there, and just before the rise, there's going to be a silverish white patch in the Armco on the left, just before the 100 meter.
My graphics are probably so low it doesn't show up.
Try like 125 and work your way a little bit deeper until you're comfortable.
A couple of these corners don't have very good brake markers.
Welcome to the British touring car.
Yeah, it gets to the point where you have to start finding something colorful that, you know, passes your windshield out of the corner of your eye and use that as a braking point.
Okay, guys, let's go a little bit long, so I'm going to switch us over to the next session. Make sure you got your setups all set to go, and away we are.
Good
Have
luck,
a good
dudes.
race, everybody. Have a good race.
Matthew, your advancement was
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't
I know I
sign
did
in
wrong.
you
Sorry,
didn't
guys.
sign in as
Just a second.
admin.
Quick, guys, we can win.
I'll just let you continue voting. If I hit next session, it's going to go through and finish it. So just 2 more votes, please.
Come on, folks, your vote matters.
Every vote matters. You can't mail it in. Can't do it by proxy. Come on, guys. There's 2 more votes.
I guess they don't. They didn't bring their IDs
telling
with
me
them.
there's no vote in progress.
How do you vote?
You waited too long.
All right.
Little green thumbs up.
We should be good now. All right. Yeah, that little green thumbs up will do it. Don't have to worry about it now. Remember, it's when the lights are out, let the cars ahead of you move off, go around in a formation lap, come back around. Nice and easy. We don't need to have anybody going off track and causing problems. If you do go off track, wait. Get back into line. You'll be able to get to your grid position once you grid back up.
Public service announcement. Cars around Stewart. I will be taking a drive through within the first 3 laps.
Oh, you gotta make that a surprise, bro.
Just leave your turn signal on. Just turn your turn signal on and make everybody guess.
Just leave it on at the start.
There is a turn
If
signal
I might get a surprise, Matt might run over me.
Okay, we're off, guys. Leaders, you may go on the formation lap.
with a guy behind.
Doug, are you okay?
Is he still on Discord?
I think he's gone. Okay, guys, we're lined up for race. Have a good one.
Good luck, everybody.
Sorry, Norm.
Sorry, Matt.
Exiting pits.
Turn one, turn one.
Careful, exit at 3.
Final corner, driver's right. Clear.
Exiting pit.
Last car running's over.
So sorry, James.
Great, guys. I'm going to move it to a warm-up again. Great race.
Good job, Daniel.
And I'll be back in a moment. Well done, Kirby and Eric, for taking top of class in each of the Pro and AM. There's a lot of fun racing out there. Man, I had a good time. John, I thought I was going to catch you, and then I managed to wobble out and used up all my points because I crossed the pit entry line.
Oh, bummer.
I had a
That was
drive
fun.
through.
No.
Yeah, a drive through. What a crazy thing to have happen. All right, I'll be back in a
Oh
minute, guys.
man, that's nuts. That's why you went to the pits. I was like, what happened to you?
Yeah. Oh well, back in a minute.
I was hoping to get around before he got out to steal the position. But he got out just in front of me.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow. My best finish in the series.
Ooh, congratulations.
Good job, Jill.
Yeah. I don't know who was in front of me, but it took out Norm. Thank you very much.
was me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Norm. I just
That's okay. Well, before that, I had a screen freeze in front of JT going into that chicane, man, and I missed everything and popped back up on that access road and got out of that okay, and then you knocked me off. And then about 4 laps later, I was going to the chicane again, and I got another screen freeze, but that time I got one of them tires.
Who was running third with a red car that I think caught the pylon in the chicane?
Oh, that would have been, I think that was
And
Don.
It was spinning on the right side in the dirt.
Yeah, he was going quick in third, and yeah, I think clipped the tire in 5.
Yeah, it'll send you spinning like a top. And without wheels and shit too.
It's ironic having just hit a bunch of wheels.
Well,
Okay,
I added to them.
I'm changing tires naturally, but I'm not changing the car.
the tires are wearing pretty bad here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James, I think I had a magnet attached between our cars.
Well, Mac got me as well.
All the green cars getting you.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, third place, we're going to end up in the boondocks in the back.
James got sandwiched in a vice.
Were you close to Kirby, Jakey?
Hell no.
He was gone by the second lap.
Yeah, I made like a couple mistakes early on, and he was a distant dot.
Yeah, Daniel, thank you for letting me get a good spot to let you pass me. I wanted to try to hold you back, but you were just way too fast.
Ooh, I didn't hit the wall.
And you didn't hit me. Thanks, Eric.
You were easy to miss.
Yeah, I think this is the first race I had that was a good, clean race. Nobody hit me, and I didn't hit anybody else.
Let's keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's those are far and few between.
I didn't hit anybody until Paul and James and I got into turn one together.
Yep.
Vice was making a weasel sandwich.
I had Matthew in my crosshairs on one of the high-speed corners. Nah, I better back out and let him live.
Good call.
Yeah, if I could just adjust the car weight a little bit, I could make it so much more comfortable.
Like take 1,000 kilograms off, you mean?
No, adjust the weight forward and aft.
Put in a ton of fuel.
Tubex says I make the pole again for race 2. Oh no, Nick made it.
Woohoo! In a second race with us.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it's a baptism under fire. This is what it feels like to be mugged.
Okay, everybody. So the grid has been reset, and positions 7 to 12 were Colin, Paul, Stu, James, Nick, and Mac. And you can see that what's happened is Nick's been put in first. Paul is beside him. And then we go James, Stu, Colin, and Mac are the six starters at the first 6 positions. And then 1 to 6 go to 7 to 12 in the starting order.
Prepare for mayhem.
Yeah, that's been sort of the way the last couple of races. It's been a bit mayhemy like.
Unfortunately, I've been part of it.
We've all been part of it.
Don't let them intimidate you, Nick.
Elbows out.
Only up from here.
Didn't practice pitting to fix all my damage.
Yep. Practice how to drive on the grass.
I made it all the way around in the grass. I was afraid to get on the track. It was missing a wheel.
Okay, guys, make sure you've got your setup loaded properly and you're happy with everything. And in a minute, in about 30 seconds, I'll be passing it over so we get started again. In fact, if unless we're missing somebody, I don't think we are. We've got Lubos here, and I think I saw Doug back. Great. So
Yeah,
I'm going to switch it over now. And we're on to the next race, guys.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
So I absolutely know I had the setup loaded, but every time we go to start the race, I have to check it one more time. Is it just me?
No, it is not.
I also check.
Yeah. Man, it looks lonely back here.
Not for long.
That's my normal view. What are you talking about?
And waving from up here at the front, Matt.
Thank you, Paul.
We're giving you the finger from back here.
Yeah, it's great. You get to read
Waving something.
all the cars.
Oh, that's what I see back there.
If it helps, Matt, it's race 2,
Hey,
so
guys.
people will be joining you shortly.
We're on our way.
Go,
Come on,
Nick.
Nick.
No pace.
There's no pace car. You just take it around yourself, nice and easy. No one's in a rush.
And remember, when you come back around, you're going to be slowing down to sit in your box.
Yep.
Okay.
So we have a new pigeon in first place tonight. All right.
Yeah, Nick gets to lead a race in his first night.
Yeah,
Nice.
pretty cool, man. Maybe
My
he'll get
daughter
to
called me
lead
a
his
pigeon
first
last
lap
night.
too.
Pluck a few feathers.
Oops.
Who'd we lose?
That didn't sound good.
He's okay.
He's experimenting with a new line.
He was going for ice cream.
Oh, that's an old one.
Okay, guys, pick your box. Make sure you're all lined up nicely. And good luck, guys. Mic's off.
Stay right.
Get out. Clear.
Yeah.
Last car's over.
Wow.
Great.
That was
That was
All right.
unexpected. Well done, Daniel, for taking the win again. And I think is it Doug? Doug, you picked up the top for AM, or is it Mac?
Doug.
It's Doug. Well done, guys. Super race. A lot of fun out there. I'm gonna be checking the tires. I thought I saw a lot more softs running the first race and not as enough mediums, but I'll see in the second race. But great competition, guys. What a change from the first couple of races. There's just lots of action the whole way through.
what happened to you? You faded back.
I did the same thing, just wobbled out of the final quarter, and I crossed the wrong line, and I had to come right off the gas to clear the stewards.
Boy, did I ever speak too early on the first race. I got canned, then I canned myself, and then I got back in and got going after 138-second rebuild, and catching the guy in front of me, and I get a disconnect.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I
Oh,
got back in the
no.
race. I got another lap in, or 2 laps in at the end of the race, but what a shit show that turned out to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Nick?
contact I took down at Tower ended up cutting a tire down, and I had to pit for tires.
Yeah, I saw a lot of guys go off in the pits in the first 2-3 laps.
Yeah, I got hit in the first lap there, and it told me I had a flat tire, but my HUD wasn't showing me with a flat tire.
No, it
And
does
so I was
not.
debating to go in or not, and then I ended up running myself off the corner and smacking into a wall and finished that argument.
Ew.
Paul, great driving.
Yeah, well done, Paul.
I was watching my relative looking at Matt or Jill or Matt or Jill. Who's coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw it away in the after the long back straight there that has 2 kinks, where you have to brake hard for the third gear right, and I just went broadside into the dirt. Then there's asphalt further out. That brought me back in the straight line, and I started back, and then where's Matt? So I don't rejoin in front of him.
Yeah, I managed to get ahead of you there, and then I gave it back to you another lap or 2 later.
Yeah, it's you went wide. Were you on soft or on medium?
I was on soft.
Same here, and the front left was gone.
Yeah, I was actually doing not so bad. I was starting to crawl back on you again. I just let the car get away from me in the couple hairpins there in the final turn, and that's what killed me. Everything else was going all right.
With 5 minutes to go, I had 73% the front left.
I was doing better than that, I'm pretty sure.
Where did Daniel start that race? Because he was like up at the front in no time.
In front of me.
That's crazy.
He was started the 7th. He started 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was passing me at Tower.
Yeah, that was cool. I like this track.
Yeah, I got to like it. I'll see you in a
It has a really good flow here, I think.
Yeah, and some really challenging corners.
The last corner is a bit too tight for nothing, but
Yeah, it is a challenge.
Gilles, that one where you went off. I mean, I went off there a few times too. That right-hander. I think
Yeah.
that's the hardest corner in the whole track.
yeah, it is because you don't have time to brake between the two corners. For the last corner, I was shifting in third for a fraction of a second, then downshift down to first, and then I would move my hand on the wheel a quarter degree, a quarter turn, then grab the wheel and turn the wheel upside down. 3/4. It was
Yeah,
nuts.
it's pretty tight. Eric, did you have to grab third just before the final left-hander as well? Well, I
Yeah,
had to anyway in the
I was
Infinity.
bumping. I was bumping.
I take that back. Daniel had actually caught up to my back end before we went into turn one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, I followed him pretty good, but I left room for JT because he was going from left to right, and I didn't want to crap my race. So I was prudent the first lap.
I was hoping to defend against JT, but then I just went off and gave it to him.
There's a Honda stock colors that was on my inside a few times during the first lap.
JT, I thought I had just a little extra margin on you after that screw up I did in turn one. So I thought I was going to sneak past you in turn two there, but I guess you had enough overlap where you bumped me and sent me a spinning.
Oh yeah, dude, you scrubbed all your speed going wide.
Yeah, I
saw
was
that.
thinking, okay, when I saw you back there and I thought, okay, I'm just going to keep my foot in it and see what happens.
You just kept going left. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I stayed right.
It's okay.
I saw a lot of bumping there. Corner 2, 3 there, Michigan. Paint scraping like crazy. It was funny.
Yeah, I was bummed I didn't get to bump you, Jills.
No, I gave you some room at the start for the first corner, and then I followed you guys, and I just watched the show, and I just waited for you guys to drop out. I had more brains than balls on this race, so it worked. Second race at Truxton or no, at Croft, where I spun around there.
This is Croft.
On James Croft, or what was it, Ulton Park?
Yeah, Alton.
Yeah, at Alton. I threw the race away. It's first lap or second lap.
It's nice having 2 races in one night.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't know if all the new guys knew about the push to pass button, the hybrid. Some of these guys.
I hope somebody told them.
We just blew by a few of these guys.
I'm also surprised how equal the front wheel drive and rear wheel drive cars are. That's good.
Not off the line.
I mean, considering how totally different they are, the fact that we can still be competitive with each other, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
See the the image Kirby put into Discord of his front tires?
Yeah, that's funny. All right, it was fun, guys. Y'all take care, and we'll see you around.
See you, Stuart.
31%. Ouch. I probably had 60 something, 68, 66. Yeah.
That first race, I thought maybe Matthew had messed up his fuel calc when he came in just at the end.
They both raced great. I removed 1 liter for the second race because I had 2 laps of fuel at the end. On this race, crew chief was bothering me. The fuel's going to be tight. A few laps, I didn't use much of the push to pass.
That doesn't use fuel though, does it? The push to pass?
Yes.
Yes, it does because you rev higher.
Yeah. It's giving you a bit of yes. No, actually, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be electric.
Yes, but you rev higher, so there's more intake per second.
You're using more higher RPM.
Interesting. Okay.
So for those fuel junkies who are putting it down to the last milliliter, it becomes a little bit exciting.
Hey, Matt, someone was talking underneath you there very quietly.
Of Mac.
Oh, good night. Thanks for the fun.
Yeah, same here. That was fun. My best weekend finish, a 3rd and a 4th. That's interesting. So it helped me point wise.
Can you guys hear me better now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I got new little sound set up and I didn't set everything up right.
So yeah, Mac, it was fun at the beginning. I couldn't get to you really until you made a mistake.
Man, I screwed up that first race big time. I didn't get out to the grid on time, and so I had to come out of the pits, but I didn't see the red light and I went through the red light.
Oh no.
No.
Compound mistake.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yep. Do it.
Mac, I tried to send you a setup, but it was like 30 seconds before the race, so I'm sure you didn't look at it.
Yeah, it looks like my setup works better with the soft tires because it was a lot better, and it didn't feel like just going from medium to soft.
Okay.
Interesting.
It does change a bit of the rotation.
Yeah.
But I did a change anyway. I put 1 notch of more spring in the rear so that the car would rotate even a bit more so that I have less front tire wear. The crew
You did
chief
that
was
when you
bothering.
switched to mediums or switched to softs?
Stop from to soft. I knew the fronts were going to go away a lot faster with the softs, so if I had a bit more rotation, I would use less steering input. So that's how I counter a bit of the wear by putting 1 notch of spring more in the back. So it was cool. It worked. And my car wasn't too
Didn't get too bouncy in the back?
Nope. I had what, 750 at the front and 600 at the rear for the BMW.
So
wow, that's a lot different from what I have. What did you have on there, Paul? On springs, front and rear?
I had 650 at the front and 500 at the back.
Well, let me check my setup. I think I have like 1150 in the front and like 850 in the back.
Ooh, stiff.
Yes, that lowers weight transfer.
Yeah, it was very lively.
Yeah, imagine it, and that changes the frequency of how the car bounce. It makes the car lively. Yeah.
Yeah, I swear through those high-speed turns, after the first right and second right, I swear it was like I was wrestling a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that was really evident to me when I put my coilovers on my car, on my road car. When I take an expansion joint, and the other cars around me, they go whoa, whoa, and I go hop hop. The frequency is all different. And I got my suspension all fixed up. I got the Super Pro bushing and the front ball joint there. The spindle is longer so that when you lower the car, the wishbone
your
roll center.
Yep, exactly, roll center, correct. And,
Yeah.
and did you get something for the steering joint too to fix your like bumps here?
No, that's something I didn't do. I don't know if it's available. I never saw anything. Longer tie rod ends. Yeesh.
Yeah, so it'll lower it just like
yeah,
lower
put it back.
your arm.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, to put it back where it's supposed to be. No, but the with the bushing, I'm getting better rotation with the car. It's a Jetta, 2013, and it's less trail braking to get the rear end to unglue itself.
Okay,
No.
I'm gonna go have my dinner. So see you next week, guys.
Yeah,
Have a good one.
see you guys.
And it's going to be another $1,000 for the Continental Super Contact. Because what I got right now is not bad, but it was what was on the car. They're Chinese performance tires. It's a brand EcoMax, but they're wide and big chunk of rubber with only straight lines on it. So it's not bad. It looks like the F1 tires, like when they had treads. But they're worn to the tread indicator right now, so
That's never a good thing.
nah, it handles a lot for what that tire can do, but I'm going to scrap everything one day. So, next week's or something like that. I gotta get the car aligned first, because now it's aligned with the nose. It's not pretty. It's still out unbelievable right now. But undoing those bushing bolts from the subframe, one took me a goddamn day. The inner sleeve of the original bushing was corroded with the bolt, so it unglued itself from the rubber, and it was turning with the bolt. And I couldn't hammer because it's underneath the frame, so you can see the top of the bolt, but we can't do anything to hit it. I ended up using a big vice grip and holding it, and an electric impact. It unseized itself after an hour. That's what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks. Finishing the car.
Well, as long as you're staying in the shade while you're doing it right now.
Well, one day I was really toasting. I had one of my lawn chair from the backyard with an umbrella, the umbrella that you screw to that has a vise at the end that you screw to the table or something like that, and a little sunshade. And I had that on top, and it was okay. I got caught by the rain 4 times. 2, it was instant drench.
Well, it's giving you joy, right?
First to do because I like mechanic, that's not a problem. Second, I got lots of tools, and 3, I save half the price. I mean, the job I did to the car would have cost $2,500 of time at least. When I had the problem, when I figured out that the bushing wasn't coming out, I went around a couple of garage, half a dozen garage around my place, and nobody wanted to touch it. No, I'm not doing that.
Well,
I did a second effort and got it out.
Like I said, it gives you joy, right? It gives you what you want to do.
Yep, driving afterward. Yeah, I got one nice sporty Jetta right now.
There you go.
Steerless wheel. The input, how he answers to the input of the steering. It's like night and day. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna grab something to eat and crash because work.
I know that feeling. I may be retired, but I know that feeling.
We had a power outage this afternoon from 2:30 to 4:30.
I saw that.
It's our second from the beginning of the year. The first was the ice storm, and we had to after half an hour. Okay, it's not coming back. You shut off all the servers. We have
That's all you can do, right?
Yeah, and then it came back 2 hours later. Restart all the servers. We have some wireless AP that seized up when the power came up, so we have to go around tomorrow restarting all of these APs all over the place. There's 3 Wi-Fi system, one for the VIP, one for everybody, and one for the systems. There's like 40 access point. Oh, that's gonna be the work tomorrow. The access points. Okay, Saturday there's a race, right?
Nope.
No? Okay, cool. So it's next week.
Yep. It's the BMSC and BWSC. Yeah, so not this week. If there's a BTC race or something other than the hypercars, then it's not a hypercar weekend.
Cool. So thank you for putting it up, dude.
No
Talk
problem.
to you later.
All right, have a good night.
You too.